Hello, I'm Dr. Stephen Saunders. I'm a chiropractor who practices in Kirkland, Washington, in the USA. And my guest here this morning is Peyton Pelluer, who is a college football player who played for Washington State University Cougars and had his last year of playing football last year. And we're going to be asking him some questions about his football career, about his health and his experience with chiropractic. And we hope that this is interesting to you and informative and helps you with your athletic endeavors. So Peyton, tell me a little bit about playing college football and specifically about your career.
Yeah, so I was blessed to be able to play whopping 6 years of college football, thanks to 2 season-ending injuries. But I've been playing the game since second grade, so I've been playing a while, and it's a great sport amongst other sports I've also played. But I've fell in love with football early as being one of my favorite team sports, and we did a lot of cool things, a lot of fun things at Washington State. And but it definitely took its toll on my body, hence why I'm here, trying to impart my knowledge onto others.
Good. And you have quite a family history of football. Mm-hmm. It's almost like the family business.
It is. So yeah, my great-grandfather played at Washington State.
Wow.
As well as my grandfather and my dad.
Okay.
So I am a 4th generation, the only Cougar in the family. I have 3 siblings, 2 Huskies, so it's a bit of a, house divided. But
yeah. It's a good natured rivalry.
It is.
Okay.
It is. It's tough to beat, and it adds a little bit of spice in there.
Yeah.
But no, everybody's super supportive of each other, so. So it's been okay. It's been
good.
We've been able to deal with it. I have, at least.
And what were some of the highlights of your college career?
Just coming in, the summer of 2013 was my first time stepping on campus there in Pullman, Washington, and I was there with 25 plus young men just ready to embark on the adventure of college athletics. And at the time the program was in the dumps. Mm-hmm. And so we were our new head coach is Mike Leach, his first recruiting class, so we were really excited to get the opportunity to change things, and so I'm proud to say that by my last year in 2018 actually we won 11 games and finished 8th in the nation.
That's awesome.
Both of which are up there in the record books for most wins at Washington State. So that's probably the highlight. Just being able to say that we did that with my teammates and my friends. It was a lot of fun, a lot of hard work, but it was definitely worth it.
And you had, what I believe, 101 tackles in your second to last season. Is that correct?
Something like that. Just barely made it.
So that takes a toll on the body, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Tell me about a couple of your injuries.
So my first surgery I ever had was actually in high school, my junior year. On the foot I would break my senior year in college. And so 2 surgeries on the same foot. And that was tough to kind of combat, especially my last break broke my navicular, which is tough. About 8-month recovery in the middle of winter over there. So that was a grind in itself, but overcame with the help of our marvelous medical training staff over there.
Sure.
And my friends who helped carry up my scooter to our 3rd floor apartment
there we go.
in the snow while I hopped up there every day. So No, we made it, but it wasn't easy taking care of my body, and you have to put a lot of work into it.
Sure. And I don't think that the average fan realizes, or the members of the public realize, how many injuries football players have and how much of any student athlete's life is spent in recovering from injury.
Yeah.
And what a major feature it plays in their college careers or even in their professional careers.
Mm-hmm. No, I can't even tell you how many times I wake up from the morning after from a game or after a practice. I still have scars all over my body that I can't tell you. Most of them I can't really tell you how I got them. I know they're from football, but I can't necessarily say, oh yeah, that's from practice 13 of season 4.
Sure.
And so it all just kind of piles up, and I pulled my hamstring multiple times in college, and my shoulders would pop out, and I sprained my AC joint. So, and then last but not least, my back would go out of alignment, and I didn't really know how to combat it at that time. I hadn't met you yet, and I was still kind of skeptic of the chiropractic world.
And what's your experience been like with chiropractic?
It's been, life-changing. My second to last year in college, I remember we were in the middle of a summer workout. I was squatting. I don't even think it was that heavy necessarily, and I just remember feeling a pop, and it was not a pleasant pop. I finished the workout, but as time went on, especially the next morning, I could barely lean over to wash my hands without excruciating pain. I couldn't jog. The season was just right around the corner, so I was kind of freaking out, and I just took some time off and really stretched, but that never
fixed the problem.
It mitigated it, but it didn't. There was no solution to that at that time. And then met you, and we took an X-ray of my lower back and saw the slight bend in the wrong direction.
Yep.
And got it corrected after consistent but a couple visits.
Yeah.
And now I've been able to do things that I couldn't previously do. After I hurt my back the first time, I couldn't squat. I couldn't load my spine, front squat, back squat at all without pain. And so I stopped squatting, and I think that affected me a lot in my play. I could even just tell my legs were just smaller from previous seasons, but that's neither here nor there. My back feels, immensely better now that I've been able to, see the problem, identify the problem with you, and let you kind of just go to work on it.
So chiropractic's part of your care package that keeps you going.
It is nutrition, stretching, recovery. Exercise workouts. It's all, all encompassed, wrapped in there with the addition of chiropractic care. It's definitely changed the way I've looked at how I take care of my body. And now, I really look forward to those adjustments. Because of just how much better I feel. Now that my back is how it's supposed to be.
So tell me a little bit about what's next for you in your pursuit of a career in football.
Yeah. So right now, spring of 2020, me and a couple of my teammates, we're going over to Europe to play. Kind of our last season. We had I had my shot in the NFL with the Browns and the Rams. Guess I was just a tad too slow. That's my problem, not yours. But no, it's everything's working out for a reason. I believe everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, I agree.
And so, we're gonna go over and play some ball over in Europe if the borders and airports open up anytime soon.
Temporarily on hold because of travel restrictions associated with the coronavirus. Well, it's an interesting point you brought up about speed in the NFL, and how much do you think professional sports recruiting is being hurt by this obsession with the numbers, rather than looking at the person's play over his career or her career?
Character, yeah.
Sure.
It's a lot of data points now.
Yeah.
And not a lot of handshakes and connecting and seeing, what kind of player or person they actually are. But yeah, I had my shot, and just kind of going back to the chiropractic side of my healthcare, I wouldn't even been able to get those shots if I wasn't able to work out and do the things I had to do in my training up until those shots in the NFL. Whether it was squatting every other day, or running every day. We worked out from about 8 to 4 p.m. 6 times a week for 4 or 5 months after my last college game, just getting ready for the opportunity to play in the NFL.
Got it. And
I wouldn't have been able to do it if I had a bum back. And so, seeing you once or twice a week definitely helped give me that chance.
Excellent. Well, and my message would be to any of the NFL recruiters that are out there, take a second look at my guy Peyton Pelluer, and have a look at some of his tapes, because I kind of think of him as a bit of the Wayne Gretzky of defensive backs. He skates to where the puck is going. Peyton always seemed to be there right in the middle of the action to make that disruptive play, and maybe because his combine time didn't look great, you're missing out on a real gem. So I can't thank you enough, Peyton, for taking the time to help me with this and to share some of your experiences, and I just wish you the very best of luck.
The appreciation is mutual.
Right on.
Thank you, Dr. Saunders.
And
cheers.
Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. It's not super professional, but we're doing the best we can with the little bit that we know. But I hope the information is useful.
He knows a lot.
Cheers.
I don't.
Thanks.
Cheers.